Going in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
It's a bird, it's a bee, no, it's the national alliance.
Uh-oh.
You found the plane.
And of course, this is going to kill.
I like how the plane back up. 1. Go.
You're rolling. Good afternoon and welcome to the press briefing of the National Alliance. This afternoon, I am pleased again to introduce Member of Parliament George Pantouflet and of course Member of Parliament Louis Laveis, who will both be addressing you, and as customary and usual at a press briefing, if you have any questions about what was addressed by the members of Parliament, but also if you have any additional questions, we will gladly entertain those. So to lead off this afternoon, the floor belongs to MP George Pantouflet.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Leader. Yes, today, it is important for us to continue to inform the people of St. Martin as to what has taken place and on very, very burning issues. Something that is happening as of recent, I've been getting many, many calls as it regards to persons who have gone to the census office in order to have their passports renewed. They're being told that they have to get their birth certificate and have it sent to their country of origin in order for it to be authenticated before they can renew the passports. And of course, it refers to persons who have been naturalized. The problem is this. Many of these persons who have called me are facing this situation where they have been here for the last 15 and 20 years and renewed the passport 3 and 4 times. And I'm asking the question, and government has to answer this question for sure. What law is government using in order to request these persons to have their birth certificate authenticated once more? Because fact is, when you apply for that nationality, the first thing you do, you must present your birth certificate. You have to have it authenticated also before it's accepted. So is it that government has lost this documentation? What is going on? So we need clarity from government, especially those that are in charge, and in this case, it falls under the Ministry of General Affairs, as to what is the actual law as it regards renewal passports for persons who already presented their birth certificates to the government. Another issue which I find that is causing a lot of problem right now, and we as persons of St. Martin who have represented people of St. Martin, we are confronted on a daily basis with persons who are having what you call labor issues. And unfortunately, in one of these cases, again, we have where Flamingo is playing a major role, where there are many, many employees who are complaining because of the fact that they've been working there 10 and 15 years. They're being told it is time to go. In other words, they want them to leave. I mean, they're telling them to quit because why? They want to outsource that department. And I'm saying that it is time that this is looked into, especially with regards to the Minister of Labor. We can remember the Pelican case, how that went down. And while talking about the Pelican case, I think you can remember recently when Member of Parliament Joe James blamed the National Alliance and said that we are the ones who told them to go to court. But the fact is, what the member forgot is that it was because of him. He wanted to go home without 1 cent, and therefore they had no other choice but to take legal recourse. I was extremely surprised that this member of Parliament, especially the one who caused all this problem, dared to bring up the issue of the Pelican case. But again, of course, time will tell how his outcome will be. Finally, I think right now in St. Martin, people are realizing that what is taking place with this present government, if you look at the trend that is taking place right now, there are what you would call uproars and problems in every area. The healthcare situation, the teacher situation, you see exactly what is taking place. And I'm saying to the people of St. Martin, this is a sign that this government, contrary to what the former Minister of Economic Affairs, Mr. Franklin Myers, said, they're not for the people. All the issues, if you look at the bridge, was it for the people? I was taking a young man to town, up the head of town about 2 days ago, and he told me that he was asked by a parent to attend the Congress or the convention at the Celebration Palace, and he said he's not saying that he wouldn't go the next time, but he said at this present time he could not go, and I asked him why. He said, look, they spent 100 million on the causeway. I think he meant 100 million guilders because it's $5 million or more. He said, and this is his own words, I'm just quoting him. He said the white man built it, somebody got 10%, and we got nothing. He's a young man, 22 years old. So I'm happy to see that the young people are not being fooled by pretty green watches, but they're thinking for themselves, because it is important that whatever happens at St. Martin, that they also benefit. Thank you very much.
Yes, good afternoon. One of the issues that the National Alliance wants to ask government and GEDE to take into consideration, myself and the leader, Judith Marlin, has spoken about this some time ago, but in particular, it has to do with the residents of KB. And I want to first of all thank GEDE, its staff, management, for the relief brought to the senior citizens, which in our view is by now overdue. The National Alliance will now again lead on behalf of the citizens of KB, Colby, a request to GED to now invest in limiting, reducing, and for all intent and purpose, eliminating the air and noise pollution caused by the engines of GEDE. In particular, for those residents who live in close proximity and, in some cases, right in the mouth of GEDE. For more than 4 decades, perhaps 5, not only have the noise of GEDE engines been a source of constant annoyance to the residents of KB, but the air pollution has and is causing serious health issues for the people of KB in particular, more than anyone else. And so what the National Alliance is hereby proposing that part of the savings, because of the no long subsidy given to Sabre and Stacia, that part of that be used or invested to bring the much long overdue relief to the residents of KB by GED, as I mentioned, along the line of limiting, reducing, and ultimately eliminating, for as much as possible, the air and noise pollution caused by GED, which the people of KB have endured for almost, as I said, 5 decades and counting. Not only does the National Alliance believe that our request on behalf of the people of KB is a reasonable request, but we also believe that our request is a responsible request. And we believe that GED and government owes at least this to the residents of KB, Colby. And another issue that certainly has my attention has to do with, excuse me, I have a little brain freeze here from yeah, that happens. The issue that we want to discuss, hold on a second. Pardon for a second, I need to, if you wish, I have a, sorry.